Hey there, it's Joseph, and welcome back to the YouTube channel dedicated to San Miguel de Allende's secrets. And today we're going to talk about stars on the move, or celebrities that have moved around in order to find their success and how that's impacted town and Mexican cinema in general. As always, in the descriptive box below, there's links to various websites. If you need additional information, including one that'll take you out to Amazon.com, that has all 12 of the best-selling books in the San Miguel de Allende book series. Often, folks leave home to have a big, splashy career. Even Jesus left the confines of Nazareth to start preaching. Entertainers, in particular, often need to immigrate to find their big success. Locally, we imported from the Pampas Margarita Graelia, there on the left, who soared to Mexican soap opera stardom in a way not seen again until British Joan Collins migrated to Dallas to sashay across America's television screens. You'll see Margarita's image in her San Agustin restaurants, where she adds glamour to the common street food churros. Before Margarita, another expat, Jose Mojica, there on the right, left Mexico to soar into Hollywood talkies with a great voice and a handsome face. He came here to San Miguel de Allende to rebuild the ruins of the Santa Monica Hacienda, now a hotel restaurant off Parque Juarez, to house his mother. Later he became a priest, building the boys' orphanage and our chapel to Guadalupe, before migrating down to Peru to work with the poor. The two most interesting women to leave Mexico for glory on the silver screen were Jose Mojica's pals, Dolores del Rio and Lupe Velez. Dolores and Lupe on paper had a lot in common. They were both foreign entertainers that married successful white men, they didn't have children, and they craved movie stardom. However, like their contemporaries Betty Davis and Joan Crawford, sometimes having too much in common creates hostilities. Both gals reached movie star status, though with vastly different images. Dolores' image, there on the right, was more refined and a welcome image of Mexican womanhood. Lupe, on the left there, on the other hand, came across as more chaotic, funny, and physical. Dolores lived longer, and her career was far more varied, though, oddly, it was Lupe that gained a morbid immortality. Dolores, following an early marriage to a wealthy Mexican man, arrived in California first, becoming the Dark Lady of the Silence. Unlike many, her transition to sound was an easy one, and she continued playing leads and marrying Cedric Gibbons, the most respected art director in the business, a brilliant jewel in the MGM crown, while she was a Mexican Madonna draped in skin-tight satin. By middle age, Dolores returned home, becoming one of the most important female figures in the golden age of Mexican cinema, and still one of the most beautiful actresses of the era. By the 1960s, Dolores went back to Hollywood for character roles, like portraying Elvis Presley's mother in one of his films and on TV's Marcus Welby, MD. Dolores died in 1982, never having publicly stated her feeling towards Lupe Velez. Lupe, on the other hand, seems to have talked of little else. Velez came to Hollywood gracing the silence in ethnic sexpot roles, while having a 3-year mercurial and violent relationship with Gary Cooper, whom she once shot at a train station. Luckily, she was a poor aim. However, it was Austrian-Hungarian Olympic swimming champion Johnny Weissmuller, there on the left, the most famous of the movie Tarzan, that Velez married. Again, the relationship was violent, with 5-foot-tall Lupe often being the aggressor. In the press, Lupe was pitted against Hollywood's only other female Mexican star, the higher class and more elegant Dolores del Rio. Meanwhile, Lupe settled nicely in a span of 7 Mexican Spitfire films, playing a tempestuous nightclub entertainer married to a white American as her comic foil. A perfect mimic, one of her best scenes is Lupe poking fun at Dolores' screen image of perfection. Getting farther into her 30s, combined with her very publicly reported on-set feuds in both film and stage work, Lupita's appeal and opportunities dwindled. Finding herself unwed and pregnant, Lupita committed suicide, and here the story varies. All agree she had a studio hair and makeup pals dolly her up, and as she lit shrine-like candles to be found in her bedroom the next morning like a peaceful Madonna at rest. Some instead contend that she got up during the night to vomit in the toilet, pass out, and drown there. It's this toilet version that has given Lupe a perverse kind of immortality, known to the general public more than Dolores' longer and more respected career. Lupe's bathroom demise pops up in popular culture to this day in shows like The Simpsons and Frasier. As always, click the subscribe now button and get updates on new videos as they come out here on the only YouTube channel dedicated to San Miguel de Allende secrets.